Hi everyone, this is Mohammed Sheikh, and from past few videos I've been working on developing a lectures management system using PHP CodeIgniter AJAX and Jquery. In my last video I completed the functionality of updating personal details of user, and in this video we will discuss about adding the qualification details of any user inside our system. Okay, so the coding for this functionality is almost all same whatever we have discussed at the time of adding personal details. Okay, so before starting this video I would just want to tell you guys, if you guys like this video, click on like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you will get regular updates of my upcoming videos. Okay, so now let us start discussing about adding qualification details of any user. Okay, so here you can see inside qualification tab I have created the fields like highest qualification, year of passing, percentage, college studied, city, university. Okay, and right now I have added the qualification details of this user Michael Brown. Okay, since I have already added the qualification details of this user, that's why now the submit button is disabled. Okay, and update button is enabled. Okay, so and we will going to see how we can update the record of qualification details in our next video. Okay, but in this video we will only stick on adding the user details or adding the qualification details of that user. Okay, so now here first we need to design this form inside our add profile PHP file. Okay, so now let us first go to our add profile page. Okay, so here you can see I had created this qualification div, okay, in my earlier videos, and then I had created this div to display a success message. Whenever a qualification details gets saved inside the table, I will be displaying a message as qualification details saved successfully or data saved gets saved successfully. Okay, so for displaying that success message I have created this div. Okay, and to this I have given an ID of qualification message. Okay, and the same message I'll be using in my jQuery code. See here, qualification message. Okay, now the next thing is, then I have created an h4 tag to display a label as qualification details, which you can see here. Okay, and immediately after that I have created a form, and to this form I have given an ID as qualification form. Okay, so in this form I'm not using the multi-part data. Okay, because with this form I'm only uploading text data, not both text and image. Okay, so that's why I have not included that enc type or encryption type attribute in this form. Okay, here in this form I have taken only id attribute. Okay, so and this id I will be using in my jQuery code. Okay, see here, qualification form. So at the time of submitting this form I will be referring with this id, which is qualification form. Next. Okay, and then immediately I have created a form group, and inside that I have created a row, and this row I have divided into two columns of 6 each. Okay, so in the first 6 column I have created a label which says highest qualification label. Okay, and then I have created a form input text box, and I have given an attributes like name, highest qualification, class, form control, this is bootstrap class, and then id as highest qualification. In this same id I will be referring in my jQuery code, and this value I have set to the qualification data. Okay, why I'm doing it? Because the moment when I saved that record, at that time I want that record to be fetched from the table and start displaying in these text boxes. Okay, so that's why I have set the value attribute to qualification data here. Okay, and then this to this field I'm setting highest qualification. Okay, and next I have created another input for year of passing and ID as passing year, and to this as well I have set the qualification data to passing year. Okay, so for getting these data immediately when I submit the record, I have written a query here inside my user model. Okay, check qualification info. So this check qualification info accepting an user ID of that user. Okay, so with this I'm checking, is there any record already present inside the qualification table for that user Michael Brown, whose user ID I am passing inside this function. If the qualification details is already present inside the table, then I'm getting that row and I'm returning that row to the controller here. Okay, to user controller, and here in my add profile view I'm accepting that qualification data which I'm returning from this user model. So now this return me complete details of qualification record. Okay, which has highest qualification, year of passing, percentage, college studied, city, university. Okay, once I submit that record gets saved, and immediately from that table it gets fetched with the help of this function, and from here that record will get returned to user PHP file, and here I'm storing that record and I'm passing that record to my add profile view. Okay, so here you can see I'm calling the check qualification info function, and to this I'm passing the user ID of the user. Okay, with that I'm receiving that data here inside qualification data, and I'm passing that data inside my add profile view, and in my add profile view I'm accessing that data. I'm accessing the fields of my row highest qualification passing year. Okay, so here I have set these highest qualification and passing year of qualification data because I want these details to be displayed to the user the moment when user uploaded their qualification details. Okay, so I hope you guys have understood. Now the next thing is second row. Okay, so here I have created these two form elements, highest qualification and year of passing. Now I need to create another row to create percentage and college studied text fields. Okay, so for that here I have created another form group, and inside that I have created a row, and this complete row is divided into two sections of 6 columns each. In the first 6 column I have created the percentage text box. Okay, and in the second 6 column I have created college study text box. Okay, so here I have created a name attribute as percentage, class and then ID as percentage, and here also I have set the value of percentage. Okay, and then college studied, to this as well I have created a name as college studied attribute. Okay, and then ID attribute, and then value attribute as well. Okay, and this is what these two text boxes. Okay, and now I need to create another row with 2 columns. Okay, for displaying this city and university text box. Okay, so that's what I have created here. I have created another form group, and inside that I have created a row with 2 columns. Okay, and in the first div of 6 column I have created an input box for city. Okay, and in the another 6 column I have created an input box for university. Next is I have created submit and update button. Okay, so whenever the qualification details of that user is already present inside the table, then I will be disabling the submit button and enabling the update button. That's what I have done here. Okay, now in this case the qualification details or the record for qualification details is already present for Michael Brown, as you can see here. So in this case, since I have uploaded the qualification details, so now there is no point in enabling the submit button. That's why I have disabled it. Okay, so that's what it says here. Okay, if it finds a qualification details record for that user inside the table, then I will be going to disable it, the submit button and I will enable the update button. Okay, if I have not uploaded the qualification details yet for that user, then I will be enabling the submit button and disabling the update button. Okay, this is everything about designing our add qualification form. Okay, so here form gets closed and here the div gets closed. Okay, now this is everything about designing our add profile form. So now we will move on to discuss our jQuery code. Okay, so here, as I already told you, that this form I have given an ID as qualification form. Okay, so whenever I click on the submit button after entering the details, an event gets generated and it will make a call to this jQuery code which I have written here, qualification form. Okay, so here I have passed the same ID which I have assigned to qualification form. Okay, which I have shown you just few seconds earlier. Okay, so with this I'm triggering an on submit event, and then immediately after that I'm accepting the highest qualification, passing year, percentage, college studied, city and university details, and storing these details inside these variables. Okay, so here I am checking if the user has entered each and every details of all the forms, then I will be making an AJAX call to add qualification info of user controller, and I'm making an post request, and then I'm creating an object of my form. Okay, and then control will come to user.php where I have written add qualification info. Okay, so here as well I'm receiving the input of the user, which is highest qualification details, passing year, percentage, college studied, city, university, and user ID. I'm taking it from the session and I'm storing these details inside these variables. Okay, and then I have created an array, just qualification array, and inside that array I have stored all this information to pass it to our add qualification data function. Okay, so once I create that array, then I will make a function with the name as add qualification data inside my user model. As you can see here I have created that function. Okay, then I will be sending this array which contains each and every piece of information of qualification details, and then I will send, or I will pass this array to my add qualification data. Then control will come here, and here the data gets saved inside the qualification table. Okay, and you can see the same array I'm passing it to the insert function. Okay, so once the data gets successfully saved inside the table, it will return a value. Okay, so that value will come here. Okay, and then here we will check with that value. If the data gets saved inside the table successfully, then it will return a value of 1. If the value of 1 gets returned from this user.php file, that means we have successfully stored that record. Okay, if it successfully stored that record, then what I will be doing is I will be showing a message, a success message to the user saying that data saved successfully, which is this message. Okay, and for displaying that message I have created an ID. Okay, so which I have created here. As you can see, qualification message. Okay, with this ID I'm displaying a success message to the user. Okay, next. Okay, so immediately after I display that message to the user, I will be hiding that data saved successfully message from the user, and immediately after that I will be reloading the page. Okay, to get the data back from the table. Okay, so the moment when the page gets reloaded, you will be getting the qualification details from the qualification table, and this information will start displaying in this form. Okay, so now I will add the qualification details of another user, so you will get a better idea what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so now I will log out from this user and I will log in as another user. Okay, so now I have entered the credentials of Jacob, and when I click on submit, I will be redirected to the dashboard of Jacob Holland. And from here, if I want to add a profile, then I will be clicking on the add profile menu item. Okay, and if I want to add qualification details, I will click on the qualification tab. Okay, so now here I have entered the qualification details of that user. Now when I click on submit, you will see it displaying me data saved successfully, and immediately after that, that message gets disappeared. And you might have observed that whatever details I had entered at the time of submitting, all these details gets fetched out from the table and start displaying inside these text boxes. Okay, so this is everything about uploading the qualification details of any user. Okay, so in this video we have discussed about developing the functionality of uploading the qualification details of any user. Okay, now that's all for this video. I hope you guys have understood whatever we have discussed in this video regarding the adding qualification details for any user, and I will see you guys in my next video, where I will be discussing about updating the qualification details of any user. And thanks for watching.